Welcome to the Lakeisha Show. Today we are doing a first, and I'm very excited. It's like a music in-depth interview with the one, the only, Keem. So would you rather go by Takeem or Keem?
Keem is fine.
Keem is fine, yeah. That's his stage name. So go look him up on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, YouTube.
I was correct once. Takeem.
Takeem.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, it's
look,
fine.
as you should though, as you should.
Like
yeah.
this.
This is a pleasure. I'm very excited for this. I hope this is not the last time.
For sure.
First of many, or a couple. So we need to most definitely outside of Ohio. You know, we had you're getting the Ohio experience. You know, can't wait till you see the scenery. But we need another experience: LA, Las Vegas, anything. So.
For sure.
All right, so we're gonna get into your early life. You know, so what's going on? I know you were born March 13th.
Yep. Pisces.
Pisces gang, yeah.
I mean.
You lived in Fremont, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was interesting. I was born in Sandusky, but like my family was in Fremont, so it was like I don't know. I can't remember obviously, but like I think the story was like my family was like out at like some other my family's like cookout or something, and my mom ended up going into labor, and they're already out of town. So
oh wow,
yeah, it was a different type of scenario. You know?
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, so born in Sandusky, raised in Fremont, then moved to Toledo.
So now was that a big commute moving? Like, because I know you went to TBS. Did you live in Fremont while going to?
No, I lived in like Scott Park area.
Okay.
Like just right by UT.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, good thing I did, because like that would be terrible driving almost an hour to go to school.
Yeah, that would be. I was like
terrible.
It's
a small town.
It's a small town. It is. It's a very small town.
Yeah.
Okay, so you graduated from Rogers. How were your academics? Like, were you even into like? Because I know I was in school. I wanted to have fun all the time. So
yeah. I was smart or intelligent, whichever way you want to look at it. But I didn't get good grades because of homework and project assignments and everything. That was like the big issue. And I just would do good in schoolwork, get 90% tests, I would get 90% and up. But anytime it was a project or going, home with it.
Yes. For like math and things like that, even social studies, I'm not gonna say I hated social studies. It was the easy class, but I was over that shit.
Yeah, social studies and like English or anything like that. Those were the worst ones, because those ones had a lot of projects and a lot of homework. So those ones I did terrible in.
I was cool in English though. I was that was me.
Like it was always when I wanted to do it, I could do it. But
but just giving it to me and then it's a book I don't want to read or something. I feel that. I do feel that. Were you into any like extracurricular activities?
I mean, football was like the biggest thing.
Okay.
And then I guess playing games, But yeah, football was probably the biggest thing. And then I got into baseball. I mean, I would always play baseball my whole life, but I got back into it junior and my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, like it took me about like 5 years of like not playing to finally get back in, and it was worth it. It was fun. I wish I would have got back into it sooner, because I always liked it, but just certain things kind of pushed me away from it. It was like a weird situation.
Okay.
I ended up not getting on the team I wanted to be on, so I just said I quit.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that, especially when you're a certain grade, you have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, I was like, I want to be with my friends.
Yeah, right.
I don't
want to be with. Who's that? Again?
Exactly.
No, I completely feel that. Commute from Fremont to Toledo.
Like and the transition.
Yeah.
It was different.
Okay.
Because in Fremont, I mean, before I even came to Toledo, I ended up going to a Catholic school for 2 years. So there I was, for one, the only Muslim kid, and I was damn near the only black kid, and I was mixed. So even then it was like still like, damn, I'm the only one that's really like dark. Yeah. So that was different. So then going to Rogers, where it's mostly black people, and there's other Muslim kids too. It was just dope. Yeah. It made like a big change where like I was like I kind of feel more comfortable. I seen some stuff go down that I've never seen before. I'm like, okay, I was just a small town vibes. Y'all got some stuff going on here,
y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah, so it was definitely a different thing, but I mean, I enjoyed it. Some people tried to make it hard, you know, or make it more annoying, you know. People,
what do you mean?
Because I mean, I don't. I always just try to take care of myself, right?
Okay, right.
As you should.
As you should.
Yes. So people would, you know, everybody wants to be like super tough and hard.
Yeah.
And me, I'm from a family where like we just are like. I know how to fight. I know how to take care of myself in those ways.
But I'm gonna be who I am.
Yeah, I'm a gentleman. I'm just chill, you know.
Yeah, right.
So like going through Rogers, you know, a lot of dudes either be like, "Oh, you soft," or like some will even say, "Oh, you're gay," and I'm like, "Why? What did I do that was gay?"
Yeah.
It was literally just because I had hair and I was light skinned.
Right.
And I'm like, that doesn't really make sense.
It really be jealousy.
Yeah. I was like, how the heck? I'm soft and I didn't even say nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
I just assuming stuff. I mean, you know. Nobody really wanted to fight me that much. Like I got in a couple like scuffles, but nobody really messed with me after like few of those interactions and stuff. I actually made a good friend before fighting. I mean, we didn't even fight. I was sick. My dude Eric. I don't know if you know Eric Lawrence.
With glasses?
No. Well, Eric. I forget what he could probably tell you exactly what I did. I don't remember, but I remember going to practice and I came down with the flu or something real bad just right before practice, and I was like, man, I can't go to practice. I'm sitting there walking down the hallway holding my stomach, you know, and I hear, hey, I'm like, what was that? I turn around, it's his sister, and he's like behind her at the doorway. And like just kind of like looking, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? She's like, you want to fight my brother? And I'm like, no, I'm sick right now. I'm gonna go lay down. Or something. I said something stupid like
Give
that.
Me a week or something.
Yeah, like I was like, I will, but just not right now. I'm sick. And like I just like walked away, and they're like, okay. And funny enough, like even after that, like that's one of my closest people, you know. And it's like that's just kind of how I see Toledo in a way, like even in the worst circumstances, a lot of things like cool can come out of it. You know? Yeah, like
very true.
Almost got in a fight, but I'm sick.
But now,
and now we're like,
and now we're friends.
Yeah, that's my brother, man.
So so no, that's very true. That does happen a lot in Toledo.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there is a lot of beef in Toledo, but it's a lot of misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding for sure, yes. And that right there, exactly what wrapped it up. Like just. It was probably just some stupid stuff. I was like, oh, I didn't even mean that. My bad.
Sorry that you took it that way. Yeah. Or whatever. Or you just took it the wrong way. Yeah. Okay, so you recently did move to Las Vegas, correct? Okay, so, but you drove there. You did not fly.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so how was the trip there? Like, what are some different things that you came across?
Honestly, I just kept going as much as I could. Yeah. But the one thing I realized is those middle states, those middle states, man, they drive terrible. It's terrible, so bad. And
where's the Michigan?
It's like Michigan is from there. Like, they all drive like that, you know? It's just weird. Like, they don't follow the rules of the road, and you're just like, you're not supposed to do that in this lane.
Like
just weird. And one interesting thing I saw, I think I was in Oklahoma, and their turnpike or whatever, their tolls are weird. Like here we got like toll booths and like, you go up pay or you get a ticket.
Get the ticket.
There it's like you give them money to get on it, and then like they just read your license plate. You don't get a ticket thing, and then like you can get off without, because you paid to get on the thing already.
Okay.
So then you can get off. I got off one time to go get some gas or something, right?
Yeah.
And I had to get back on, but I thought, I was like, am I still on the turnpike? Because there wasn't an exit where I had to go pay again to get off.
To get off, yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, so I'm getting back on at where my route is taking me, and then there's like it's like a light post, a little gate, and then there's an empty side, and I was like, I don't get what's going on.
Yeah.
And like once I pay, and I was like, well, I already paid, so can I just go? And it reads your license plate, so I was like, I just went around it and then I seen the thing flash and I was like, oh, did I do something illegal?
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Is it time to go to jail?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I'm confused.
I was like, man, that's the weirdest way to do that. Just have a normal turnpike.
Yeah, just have a normal booth. I hate turnpikes though. I try to avoid those at all costs.
I like them personally.
You like them?
Yeah.
What about them?
Because it's usually just a straight shot.
It is.
And I just go fast.
It is. And you go fast. Yeah, I'm a speeder. I actually just got a ticket. So, but it was for not having a seatbelt though. He said he's gonna cut me some slack.
Okay. Yeah. Coming out of Indiana or Illinois, something around that area.
Right.
It's still in the Appalachians, and I didn't really think about that, but it gets really like mountainous in there. Like even though you're like still going towards like the middle country, like it gets really like go up, go down, and I didn't expect that at all. I thought I was just gonna go.
How was driving on the mountains?
It was okay. It got bad when I was getting close to Vegas. I was coming up through the Rockies, and man, it was in the middle of the night, and it started snowing. And I'm coming down, and I have a Audi, and it has Quattro and everything, so I was okay, but it was still very nerve-wracking because like you're just going down this steep hill, you can't really see the next turn, but you know it's gonna be there,
and it's dark and it's snowing.
It's snowing, so I'm just sitting there like
okay, brights
on
and shit, like okay.
It felt cool though, because like the car I have is smaller. So with the Quattro, it's small, so it's real agile. It made it feel like I was in a go-kart just going through it, but it was definitely a scary, risky situation. I thought I was just gonna have to sleep, on the side of the not side of the road, but they had like these little stop areas. I was like, maybe I have to just stop here, but I was like, nah, let's just keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
But yeah, that was dicey. Seeing semis, just going. You're like, man, if you get in front of that guy and you slip up, you're gone. You're gone.
It takes time for them to stop.
Like, even on a flat road. So coming down a mountain, they're just gonna crush you. I think I went through, it was Oklahoma, New Mexico, and then Arizona. But like going through that stretch, that was like the toughest part because it was so flat. Arizona, you can kind of see some cool stuff in the distance, or I seen like, native reserves and stuff like that, and like you see some of the people just walking around. And I was like, oh man, that's interesting, but also kind of sad. But that's it's a unique thing, but like it was still pretty boring.
I know you write your own music, but I don't know what like made you want to step into the music and start breaking into the industry. So tell us just a little bit about that.
Just a little bit, or you want to know like facts?
I want to know straight facts. I want to know it all, but when I say just a little bit, it's just something to throw on, I guess.
Well, I mean, honestly, coming up, I got kicked out of music class. I never really liked it. Like from elementary, middle school. Luckily in high school, I didn't have to take any type of music courses. I always just got kicked out because I just didn't care. Because like I would, you listen to songs, there's a lot going on, or it's really creative how they do things. But like these teachers, they just wanted you to play this damn flute or something, and it's like, it's like this ain't music. This is just some shit,
Some shit that y'all getting paid for.
So that never really got with me. And like art classes, I always like that because like even if you're doing an assignment, you're still using your creativity to make something yourself.
Right.
And they'll grade you just on how good you're at least showing your creativity, not how you replicate what they're doing. So that's why I always like that. Now, some of my friends, a couple dudes from Rogers, I seen that they were rapping and doing certain things, and I thought that was cool. And iPhone got an update for GarageBand on it, and I was making like some just terrible beats, sending them to my girlfriend at the time. Like, what do you think of this? And I look back at it, I'm like, man, that was atrocious. Why would I send that? But I told them about it. Like, yeah, man, you got the GarageBand on here. And then we started making, beats on the phone and trying to come up with raps, even trying to record on there. And like again, Eric, like he's seen me like start from there. Like I was just in class, it was Dawson's class. We'd have downtime or something. I'd just be sitting there making stuff, and I think I even recorded him one time, doing something. So, it started building up, and then it got serious in like 2017. I kind of got nudged really hard to really attack it. Certain things that like I was at a real low point, and then I was just like, I really gotta go for this. You know, make something out of it because I want to make myself feel better, but also like, certain people that meant something to me, I want to like keep the torch going. So yeah, it's 2017 and 2018. That's when it really like turned into where I found mostly like my voice and got way better with it. Production, I got way better with it, and then I just kept going ever since. And now I'm at a position where I could just damn near make a song in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah, I'll touch it up here and there, but I can really come up with a good concept in 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Now, going back to you saying like the old beats were terrible and things like that. So are there some songs that you listen to and you're like, oh, I wish I could go back and I wish I could go harder on that. You know what I'm saying?
Almost all of them, really.
Really?
I mean, a lot of them, like, there's a quote, I wasn't never really a big fan of him, but Lil Peep, I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he had a quote saying, like, I post all my songs, that I can, because I'm trying to remember, it's a quote from a while back. Basically, it was just that these songs have a reason they're there,
Right.
They're gonna be there, even if they're old and they were terrible at the time. They meant something at that time. So I respect the songs.
And it shows growth.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely.
And there's a lot of artists that I definitely like listen to where you listen to the old stuff, you're like, dude, you sound nothing like the same. They were either really like trying to follow a trend, and then they finally found their voices, like certain things like that. So
are there any songs that you wish the fans would have maybe listened to more and really understood rather than just vibing out to?
Yeah, pretty much any of them, because a lot of the songs I make, even if it's like a banger type, it's usually pulled for some sort of like real life experience, but especially like ones that seem personal, like where you're like, wait, these lyrics are a little bit different than like just a normal song. Like those ones especially, because a lot of people would just give me just compliments like, man, this one's a banger, or man, I could kind of feel what you talk about on this. And I'm like, oh, you can feel what I'm talking about? I hope, because like that was some real shit I'm saying, and a lot of them, yeah, for sure, just overall, because a lot of them, even if they're funny or whatever, I'm pulling it from some sort of like real life, meaning, and I kind of just blend it in a way where it's just smooth, or it's gonna be more towards the personal side, but pretty much any of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you fear getting too personal? Like, I'm sure there are a lot of things that you will never like let out in a song, but do you feel like maybe sometimes like, maybe I should never said that or mentioned that?
Yeah. There's a song called 4 a.m. Thoughts. That one specifically, like, I could do without it, but at the time I just really like felt that one, especially was more just so I can get something off my chest in a way where it's not just me talking to somebody, because doing it in music, it's a lot different. So if I'm able to say that, get that out my way, that one really like felt good to do. But in hindsight, I could be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have put that one on there, or certain lines here and there. But really, no, just there's things I won't say, but the things I do say are there. And a lot of times, if someone hears a song and they think it's about them, if someone that knows, personal type stuff, where it is, but it isn't, you know what I mean? Unless it is, then it is, But like, if I'm just making a song and it sounds kind of like, like you may have like inspired it a little bit. It could be a homie, it could be a girl, it could be some random stranger that I met. It don't really matter, but like, I kind of pull from just an experience where like, say a girl's pissing me off or something like that, right? I'm not gonna make a song called this one girl's name is pissing me off. I'll make a song just kind of about that, like that feeling I have,
but make it for everybody.
Make it for everybody, because if I get too specific, then it's gonna be like, I don't relate to this at all. So, and it's gonna cause
beef that is unnecessary.
Unnecessary,
for sure. Very much. Okay, so speaking of unnecessary beef, would you say that you have beef, quote unquote?
With anybody right now?
Anyone in the game, in the industry, in life.
No, because I don't let things get to me. But I would say there's people that have something against me. Some people that don't even know who I am or have something against me. That's a strange one for sure. But even like, you know, if it's somebody I'm doing business with, or you know, even if I have like a good relationship with, and then say it turns like somewhat sour or doesn't like go a certain way, I'm never the one to really just like burn it to the ground or just cause drama. Like, that's not me. You know, if I can resolve something, kind of like I said with my, you know, now one of my closest friends, Eric, you know, if something could just be talked out, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, 10 hours worth of talking. It could just be like, oh, my bad, I didn't even mean that, dog, what's up, you know, and then you're cool again or whatever. Then, you know, that's kind of how I am. So beef, no, not really. There's people that have something against me that I peep for sure. And I just never let it bother me, which I mean that in a way of I don't let it control my life. Like, you know, something gonna irritate you. You're gonna be like, that's kind of annoying.
But it's not gonna be something that you're going to live with. It's not, you no need to carry on.
Exactly. So I just kind of let bygones be bygones, you know.
Like, how has the industry affected your mental health?
It's made me a lot stronger, more assertive, for sure. You gotta be. And it's made me a little bit more tired, you know, with people within it, you know, other artists or producers or people that want to be managers or whatever, stuff like that. You know, that part gets tiring because, you know, if they have a position that's, you know, oh, I'm getting more money than you, or I have more following, or whatever they feel is they're, you know, on a platform higher than you, then they will really like give you that time of day unless you're paying for it, which is fine. But at the same time, even when you pay for it, they don't really take it as you like giving them hard-earned money. They just go, yeah, I deserve this money. Yeah, and it's like, well, kind of, but no, not really, because I want to build something here, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of making connections. You don't acquire a business thinking that you're just not going to use it or try to like make something off that business, you know. You don't do anything like that. You don't barter, you know, here's a zero, you give me, you know, tens. That doesn't make sense. So it's like you gotta have like a trade, and a lot of times they don't want to do stuff like that, and that gets tiring. But because of that, that's what makes me more assertive and stronger, because I talk my shit now. Like, somebody talk kind of weird to me, or like they start trying to like brush me off, stuff like that. I'm like, hey, listen real quick, you know what I mean? Because like, you're not gonna talk to me like that, or this is how it's gonna go, you know. And a lot of times I get a lot of respect out of it, and sometimes they come around because I don't burn bridges. I've been heated, you know, bothered by something, but then I just go, you know, I let it go. And then some of those people end up following me, or, you know, come back around and be like, hey man, I really dig your shit, you're getting a lot better, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I've been doing pretty good. I think
you're just now not mad. So,
so you know,
I can feel that. It's very hard to not necessarily burn bridges, but to not be aggravated, to not take it to the next level by things.
Exactly. I want to so bad, you know what I mean? Like, you have that feeling deep down, like, man, you know what I could do? But I've seen a lot in my life, went through a lot, so I'm just like, I don't have the time.
I feel that. I guess. It's a big I guess.
This one is just more personal.
I cannot help but to notice the gold chain that you got, you know.
Little pendant.
So can you tell me a little bit more about that? What does it say, first of all? Please pronounce it.
It's one of the 99 attributes of Allah. It's Al-Muntakim, and it means the Avenger. And that's my first name.
Okay.
So that's where Keem comes from. It's literally the last 3 letters of Muntakim, you know. And people call me Takeem because Takeem is way too long, you know. So it's been like that. But
wait, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is Mutakim your real name?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep, that's my real name.
Okay. That's okay. Continue.
Exactly. That, you know, a lot of people don't know that, and that's fine. But this is just my name written in the proper Arabic as best as it can, because it's a chain. You know, you gotta like do certain things. But yeah, I just wear it because it just reminds me of me, you know, who I am, you know, because everybody would wear, you know, cross, you know, or the moon and star, you know, or even just have, you know, Allah written or inshallah, and, you know, any of the phrases. You know, people wear the Star of Judas.
Yeah.
That could get cut. Let's not bring them in now.
Right.
But people wear all the, you know, religious things and stuff like that, and this one is just more personal because it's never really been about my beliefs, but like that's like a stepping stone. But it's just been about my growth and who I am, and you know, a God figure. There's nothing wrong with a God figure in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, what's the point of, or what's the problem with looking at something that's, you know, better than you or greater than you and trying to strive to be that? And if I'm named after one of the attributes, I want to remind myself that I can be better. Right. And that's just kind of how I live. It's not about me following the book. Honestly, someone could probably read a billion things from the Bible, Quran, whatever, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I know some stuff, but I don't know everything. I just know that I'm a good person. I live my life according to how a good person should. And
you try to be right.
Yeah, as much as I can.
Absolutely.
Morals is easier to follow than just a book, honestly.
Yes.
You know, because there's too many split words that mean two different things, or you're supposed to take it in this way, and it's like, well, you know innately that doing this is wrong and this is right. You know what I mean? You wouldn't just walk up to somebody and punch him. You know, that's simple. Yeah. You know, so
people know what's going on. But then again, people don't know.
Yeah.
But sure. So what is your religious views?
I would say I'm Muslim. That's what I was born into. But again, I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not gonna. I mean, I could, but I don't pray 5 times a day, or you know, certain things that, you know, a real Muslim would do. But it's like, you know, again, am I doing what God Himself would do in a way? You know, like, am I living properly?
Right. Am I pleasing in the eyes of, yes.
And I think, just in my opinion, you know, because I don't know, nobody truly knows, but in my opinion, I think if God is smart enough to build this, you know, universe itself and make people have free will, for one, and, you know, still say, like, try to live in my image, I think He could at least do math and go, well, look, you messed up, you know, 10% of your whole life. The 90%, you did pretty damn good, man. I'm gonna let you slide, you know, whatever. Right. So it's like, that's how I kind of look at it, you know. I never down people for doing anything wrong. It's just how you go about it afterwards. That shows that you're trying to be better. Now, if you just keep messing up and you keep blaming other people and do something, that's where I go, I don't know. Right, you're gonna have a tough life. You're just gonna be living in hell, you know, because you're not trying to better yourself.
Karma is real.
Yeah, for sure.
Karma is okay, so what are some of your favorite artists? You know, it doesn't have to be vocal artists or anything, just artists, period.
My top, like, you know, big time artists, you know, mainstream, I would say Kid Cudi, The Weeknd, Big Sean, and that would be like my main ones right there that I would rock with, just off the top of my head. But in the underground scene, there's a lot of people I fuck with, you know, some of them I got songs with, but one's Located Emilio. I think he's very creative. The dude's sweet. He produces basically every single song he makes, so that's really dope. Big Baby Gucci, he's one of the people that said, like, you listen to his old stuff, came a long way, you know, that's inspiring for me, especially in the position he's in. Baby Gucci, like, he's one, because, like, he's came a long way. Like, his old stuff, it was either following trends or he was, like, just trying to be too rugged with his style, you know, and, like, now, like, I said, I sent a tweet to him, or just tweeted out, I guess. I was just like, man, his new stuff sounds like you're about to sell, you know, dope to some aristocrats. Like, it's like real, like, elegant, but like trap oriented is real different. So I'm like, I like how his visions has, you know, just been getting better over time, and that's, again, inspiring. Lil Cobain, I got respect for him. He's been, you know, in tough situations, and he's changed. Like, I didn't know about his past. Like, he was already like a pretty up and coming artist. He was more just like a typical white boy rapper in a way, you know what I mean? But like now, like he has like this whole unique wave that's his own that he transitioned to, and it's like stuff like that where I go, man, you know, I could really appreciate someone really like, you know, honing their craft and just doing something different. So like those three guys for sure, I really like dig in the underground scene.
I see that you also do a lot of, or you work with, I don't want to get his name wrong, but Tipology.
Yeah. Tip Top Tiggy.
Oh, Tip Top. Yeah, I knew it was.
Yeah.
See, sorry. All due respect, I love your work too.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. And you know, that was what I was gonna say. Like people I know of a personal, that guy right there, man. That's one of my favorites. He inspired me to just get better all the time, you know. And we're actually working on a collab project right now, and he should be, you know, meeting me pretty soon, either today or tomorrow. We're gonna actually finish it out. But yeah, Tip Top Tiggy, man, like he's been there for me in a lot of rough situations, and like he's just a genuine dude. And we're both Pisces, you know, just some, you know, days apart by, you know, birth, but you know, well, it's really a year or so, but you know, in the month itself.
Yeah, right.
So we kind of have like a good vibe because we just get along. Just I guess because of Pisces, I don't know too much about zodiacs.
Yeah, it
but
could be that.
yeah, he's really underrated, and he consistently gets better. Like before, he would not really sing, he would just continually rap, but now he's starting to get into more of the melodics, and I'm like getting kind of excited, like, okay, where you gonna go with this, man? You know, because he has a really good voice. He has like a Big Sean Drake type voice, and everybody knows that voice rocks on a beat. You know, those voices are clean.
Any kind of
so like I'm always like, every time I hear him, I'm just like, yep. It's clean.
That's it. Right, yeah, that's
clean.
Another one.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled type.
But yeah, that's my brother, man. I love that dude.
Okay. So now you said that you guys are working on a collaboration coming soon.
Yep,
So is that like a song, a single?
It's a tape. It's 8 songs.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different. I know I've been doing a lot of like melodic styles and singing, you know, and some rap into it or whatever, but this one is more rap oriented.
Okay.
It's a really like aggressive in a way, so it's a different, because like my last 3 EPs I've done have all had different styles if you listen to them, you know. And this one is another style I wanted to dabble in, where he does some singing on it. I do a little bit on like one of the last, you know, ending tracks or whatever, but like a lot of it is real rap heavy and just either aggressive or just a banger.
Is it more like, so are we getting like trap vibes and
it's a mix.
Vibes? It's a mix.
Yeah, it's a mix. Some of them are like club bangers, some are like more classic hip-hop sounding beats, you know, not like too old school, but like a good mix.
Okay.
Got a little bug.
Yeah. Not to play it off.
yeah, no, you good. Swipe that thing, you know. But yeah, it's a good mix, honestly, and like I impressed myself. Honestly, like I said, I love everything he does. Like there's some songs where I have, you know, I think I have more hooks on this tape than he does, but the ones he's done, like when I heard them, I was like happy. I got excited, you know. I was like, yes, like, because it was beats that I was like, I don't know how I would attack this, and then I listened to how he attacked it, and I was like, yeah, see, that's why we're a good duo, because you can hit the things I can't necessarily hit, but I can do the other parts, you know, to, you know, complement that, which he will do to me. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. It's called 2 Pisces, 2 Brothers.
2 Pisces. Okay, look at you. So are you into your zodiac, or what? Are you into?
Well, in this instance, yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be abbreviated to 2P2B. You know what I mean? And I think originally, because we started working on it back in like February, March-ish, and I wanted to release it at that time. You know, try to get it, but you know, some things didn't, you know, work in good timing. So we're gonna release it sometime this month in June. Should be towards the end, if anything. But I want to do part 2, 3, 4. I want to do it like every year towards our birthdays, you know, just 2 Pisces, 2 Brothers, you know, and just have fun with it, you know.
That'd actually be really nice, though. Yeah. That's a good concept. I think you guys should go through with that for sure. Yeah, because I mean, I'm a fan, so I know the fans are waiting. The fans are listening. The fans are watching.
Yeah,
so.
and you know, I haven't uploaded since my last EP. I did drop something on SoundCloud. You know, it was a little freestyle, but we're gonna get back into.
Was that called?
It was called "Hate Myself" freestyle. Yeah.
Okay. I actually downloaded SoundCloud this morning. We wasn't sure, like, we talked in the past, like yesterday. I'm talking about in the past. We talked about your like first single, the first ever single that you recorded and released. We talked about that being on SoundCloud, but you blocking it and making it private so the public couldn't see it. So is there a chance that we can maybe get that back if you want it, or maybe you can re-release it, do a rework on it? Maybe that can be one of the songs that you redo.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them, honestly, that are privated right now, but I definitely think I would go ahead and, you know, let people hear them.
Right.
Because there's some I actually had privated, you know, put them back on public because they had decent numbers at the time or whatever, stuff like that. But, you know, now that I'm more comfortable with my growth, honestly, I really don't have a problem with putting those public, and I probably will after, you know, this this video, you know.
Right.
Just so people can go see what it's like, or, you know, where I came from. So, yeah. Okay,
that'll be very exciting.
Yeah.
Like I said, now, do you want to say anything to your fans?
I mean, it's always a vibe. I mean, that's all I can say. Just got a vibe. Keen vibes forever. Got the heart in the clubs. It's love and luck. You know, good fortune for everybody. You know, keep the heart going. Anybody got a problem with me? I guess just let me know, because I don't want anything in my future that's gonna harm you. Please, no. But
no, absolutely. Thank you so much again.
Yeah.
I had a great time. Like I said, I hope this isn't the last time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We gotta link up again.
Yep.
Boom. So you gotta.